Now here is an Inside the Eye feature from our global friendly outlet sources exclusively picked for Blue Eye Media. Learn the truth behind what mainstream and opinion outlets will never say. Get the inside facts of this chronicle.
But like, how do you support Donald Trump?
Because I like America.
So you believe in Donald Trump?
I don't agree with everything that he does.
Can you tell me one thing he has done for the American people?
Sure. I think that he's done a lot of good for the economy. I agree with the message.
The economy?
Right now. I don't agree with what's going on in Iran. You and I could probably find common ground on that.
Okay, do you support pedophilia?
No.
So you don't believe Donald Trump is a pedophile?
No, because I think that if the evidence of that came out, then absolutely he should be held responsible for it. And also, too, regarding the Epstein files, how come we didn't care about this under Biden? Like, again, I just think that we should be able to agree on things that are good for the country, right?
But what you mentioned the economy, but how is the economy better? How?
Well, the economy right now is not better because we struck Iran, so obviously gas prices.
So the economy is not better. So Donald Trump hasn't done by your words, Donald Trump hasn't done a single good thing for the country.
I'm here to cover what you guys are protesting here today. So why?
We're not protesting here. We're celebrating the downfall of Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem, and soon to be the downfall of Donald Trump.
Pam Bondi's gone too. I think she's extremely ineffective.
What about the right-wing Christian nationalism that's taking hold in the Trump administration? What do you think about that? Like Pete Hegseth at Christkirk DC Church, preaching that, slavery needs to be acceptable, that women like you need to be subservient to their men. Do you believe in that?
Well, I am a Christian, and so I think that from a biblical perspective, as long as a man is also taking care of his wife, then yes.
So you believe you should be fucking subservient?
If a husband is taking care of his wife properly, then yes.
You actually believe this shit, so it's not just for the money. You actually believe this.
Yeah, I'm a Christian woman.
Holy shit.
Anyways, all right.
And so it's not.
Okay, hang on.
Holy shit! You see this, Americans?
Horrible business.
Or how about Donald Trump seizing money from Venezuela and putting it in foreign accounts in his own fucking money? Get the fuck out of here!
The Constitution isn't being followed. How is it more complicated to you than that? Do you think the Constitution should be followed?
You're here to make a paycheck. You sold out your own people for a paycheck. You are a weak, horrible, cowardly person. You're getting a paycheck to betray the people of this nation, to betray the Constitution. Black, what do you think about black? Yeah, why are you laughing? What do you think about black officers and female officers being fired from the military? How do you betray that?
But you understand what you represent, right?
If it was up to Donald Trump, you wouldn't be allowed to have a credit card or the right to vote, but you support that. You are a fucking coward and a fucking traitor, and you know it. You sold out for a paycheck, and you are a fucking disgrace. Your ancestors would be ashamed of you.
This is going to be the most boring fucking video to watch ever, bro.
You're not fucking kill my daughter, you fucking cunt!
Stop! Don't do that!
I know just go, though. Don't touch your ball.
Let's go. Where are you going? Where do you need to go? Derek, can we get her somewhere?
Yeah.
You're not going to be. Hey, look.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's just
Where's
go.
your car? Where's your... Wait, no, we
Let's just go, okay?
People, I was standing at the fence.
Where's your car? Yo, I'm rescuing you. Stop fucking yelling at me, you fucking idiot, okay? You dumbass. I'm gonna call you a fucking idiot for yelling at the person who's rescuing you. Yo, we're on Standing Whore out here.
Yeah, give her space.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Get her the fuck out of here.
Yo, you gotta ride.
Let her out. Everybody just let her out.
Mega ass out of here. Get your fucking mega ass out of here.
I know.
Jesus is not happy with you.
Jesus is not happy with you. Jesus
Nobody started beating you up.
You ain't got beat up yet.
And she punched my kid. You punched my kid.
I told people to be peaceful. I told people off of you. I told you off of you. You are a traitor to the Republic. You are a
You want
traitor
to ride?
to the
Shut your mouth for a fucking second. Derek, where's Derek?
Shame on you for choosing money over humanity. Shame on you for betraying the people. You are a real
The guy
piece
is
of
back there. Okay. Derek, I need the guy back there in the yellow hat. Derek, come on. He's the driver.
Being on the ground in Minneapolis has resulted in me getting brutally assaulted by multiple
Where's your-
people.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's get her out of here. You think you wherever you want.
Owen's here feeding little ladies.
Look at the rage in his face.
Look at him. He thinks he's powerful. He thinks he's above the law. Just like he arrested Emily the other day.
Don't protect property, right?
See, look at him. Look at that.
You are a loose fucking cannon, sir.
You need to take your
Yeah.
health exam.
Pepper spray on fucking
Get
what?
this man off the line. He's unwell and you know
We are
it.
standing on a
Look at
fucking
these
sidewalk.
You know it. You know you're a fucking traitor. You are a fucking disgrace to the badge. You're supposed to be protecting these people, yet you're waving fucking tear gas at them.
Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
You
back the fuck protect.
Arrest her.
These people pay your salary.
It's time we take you out.
Why do you arrest Jake Lang? Why do you want to arrest that woman that assaulted
Because you're
somebody?
a fucking nuts.
Yeah, I know you voted for Trump 3 times. I see it in your face how angry,
Leave
how
him
you want to hurt
alone.
little girls.
Leave him
Little
alone.
girls, you fucking traitor.
You got served. You got served on stripes because you're an ass. You're a fucking dick
You're a fucking disgrace. You should retire. You should fucking put your hands on you. Look at your face. You should not be right now. You should not be angry.
Can we do this somewhere else so we're not getting bombarded with needy people?
Someone who works in the law firm, she started. They're whistling in my face. They're putting shit in my face.
Can we do this somewhere else?
Absolutely. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Let's go back.
You tell me.
Let's go back there.
Do you want to ride or not?
Okay, fine. It'd be nice of you to thank me. I pulled some people off of you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I pulled like 3. My name is Oscar Quinton.
Multiple people that did try to.
Yeah, ma'am. Also, ma'am, you can really swing.
We're gonna post that online, and we should say that too.
You can really swing. Holy shit, you.
Well, you guys were attacking.
Oh no, I was trying to get him to stop.
There's 2 people, and everyone else is helping you.
Yo, that was fucking...
That was wow. I gotta say.
He should be arrested! Oh, poor little baby.
I smell like a sow. I lost it up.
Why are you grabbing her?
Hey, she'll touch.
Why are you grabbing her?
Don't touch her.
Is she under arrest?
Don't touch.
Is she under arrest?
She was touched.
Hey, why are you grabbing her?
I'm under rights. I need to know my rights.
Why are you grabbing her?
Hey, wait.
Why are you grabbing her?
Don't touch her. Run!
Fucking joke. This is it.
Hey, lady, run!
Look at you! You're a monster! You're a glorified mall cop! Look at you! A fucking disgrace! You're a glorified mall cop! Leave them alone! That other girl instigated everything and punched her in the face! The other girl did everything! You're a fucking monster! Piece of shit! Unredeemable piece of shit! Oh, you're gonna punch everybody now?
I thought you just wanted to talk, motherfucker!
You're a piece of shit! Unredeemable! Leave her alone!
I thought you just wanted to talk!
Don't do detail in a Panera Bread, you piece of shit!
I thought you just wanted to talk to him!
Don't you just want to talk? Why don't you just talk to her? Why don't you get her side of the story? Get her side of the story!
I thought you just wanted to talk! I thought you just wanted to talk!
No, you just want to shoot bear mace because your wife will return your fucking emails.
Where's the de-escalation, you fucking piece of shit? Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off, everybody! Back off then! Back off!
Nobody's close.
Back off!
You look like Why don't you watch the videos before you
These officers said they just wanted to talk and now they're arresting her. They have no reason to be arresting her. They said they just wanted to talk.
Back up!
Stop fucking touching me, you goddamn coward!
Why don't you arrest the Turning Point? Why don't you arrest but it's 5 guys and 1 girl.
Why are they getting arrested?
My kid!
I got that bitch you like
Piece of shit.
They said they just wanted to tell me what to stop it!
You garbage ass.
You got it! Where?
You fucking dick, you fat ass! You fat ass little fucking dick! Go ahead!
Yeah, right there! What's your badge number? What's your name and badge number? Okay, basically, we're saying let's go on the road.
I got it! I got it!
Without brutalizing a protester. Good job, stay with me. You managed to do this without hurting anybody. I know that's challenging for you. Who the fuck are you protecting?
They said she's not under arrest. They said they just wanted to talk. Then they started grabbing her. She's under arrest? And that happened to her? Why wouldn't I understand that, sir? Because the Turning Point USA person asked you to? And you work for them? No? Okay.
I'm getting wrong again.
No, it's okay. I've got your face on camera all day filled with rage. We know who you are.
I mean, you've been wrong all day.
We see you, coward. We see you.
Kill yourself, you dickless bitch!
So the woman who's catching an ass whooping in that video, her name is Savanah Hernandez. She's a member of Turning Point USA, and man, have I got a story for you. Okay, so this is at the Whipple Federal Building in Minneapolis. That's where ICE keeps their hostages after they kidnap them. Savanah is a contributor to Turning Point USA as well as a member of Turning Point USA. She came out to document the protest that was happening there. And then people there learned that she is a contributor and member of Turning Point USA. So they started blowing whistles in her face. Things progressed from there. I'll show you some more of the video here in a minute. And basically, she got her ass whooped. The police got involved and escorted her out. But then, check this out. Watch this. She got on her X profile, formerly known as Twitter, and posted this, where she says that William Kelly, a.k.a. DaWoke Farmer, is the one who incited all this violence. She ran into Will at the protest. He did nothing to incite any violence. In fact, the problem with her story is the entire thing is documented. All he did was interview her. Through that interview, people found out she's with Turning Point USA. They didn't want her there, so they blew whistles at her, and she assaulted the woman that I just showed you, and things escalated. Let me point out one thing. Look who retweeted her tweet. The Assistant Attorney General of the United States, Harmeet Dillon, said, "Own it." What does that mean, own it? So Savanah claims that Will incited a riot and got her beat up, and it's all his fault. And Harmeet Dillon, the Assistant Attorney General of the United States, is like, own it. No evidence, just the words of this young woman with Turning Point USA. The Assistant Attorney General of the United States is going to look into this. Now, here's the rest of what happened.
Oh, it's over! It's over! It's over!
You fucking touch her!
Guys, it's over! It's over!
Jesus is not happy with you.
Okay, I see some commenters on my previous video talking about where the father pushed the woman who assaulted his daughter. Yeah, I didn't address that in that video because I try to keep things under 3 minutes, and there's a lot to talk about in that video. The thing I was trying to highlight is that the Assistant Attorney General of the United States is going to investigate this based on a woman's tweet. Also, I had to tell the whole story so you would understand what happened, so that took more time of the video. And I was also addressing the claim that Will started it when he didn't. But I'm happy to address where the father pushed her. I personally don't agree with it. Because I wouldn't have done it. I'm a father, and had anybody done, attacked my daughter, my emotions would be high. But my personal opinion is I don't agree with that. I wouldn't have done it. Also, there was people saying she was trying to walk away and this never should have happened. She's the one who assaulted the other woman first. She knocked the whistle out of her hand, and then when she was trying to walk away, she was pushing and shoving. Like, look, listen, in the real world, there's no, two-dimensional thing. There's gray area. I guess there's nuance. Things are up to interpretation. The internet misses nuance a lot. Fact of the matter is, it's going to be your own opinion. But in my opinion, her assaulting the other woman first makes the other woman justified. As far as who's going to be charged with what, I assume the authorities will look at these videos and make those determinations, because again, the Assistant Attorney General of the United States said that he's going to look into this. So anyway, I just wanted to address those few comments I've seen in the comment section. Feel free to leave your thoughts below.
Americans, some reporter, Savanah Hernandez from TPUSA, is accusing me of starting a riot. Despite me only practicing my First Amendment rights, despite me from literally pulling people back from trying to assault her, from fucking crying for peace and protecting her, she accuses me of starting a riot. All I have ever done throughout all of my protests is practice my First Amendment right to protest and to fucking scream. I'm allowed to be loud, Americans. It's not a crime. So stand up for your rights. They might come after me again. Homeland Security might come and arrest me and pull bullshit charges against me, because that is the State of the Union. Be intimidated, Americans. Enough is enough. Stand against this tyranny. All power to the people.
Sponsored by Piping Productions and Blue Eye Media.
Hey everybody, Ben Meiselas here from the MeidasTouch Network. I wanted to let you know about my podcast partner, Michael Popok's new law firm. It's called the Popok Firm. Michael Popok's pursuing his dream of starting his own law firm, really based on the popular demand by all the Meidas Mighty and legal AFers who are approaching Michael Popok with their cases and saying, can you help us? And at that time, Popok was not able to. So he went out on his own. He started the Popok Firm, where he is now handling catastrophic injury cases like car accident cases, trucking cases, malpractice cases, big negligence cases, wrongful death cases. So if you or someone you know have a case like this, the consultation with Popok's firm is free. Give him a call. See if you have a case. It's thepopokfirm.com, thepopokfirm.com, or you can call 877-POPOK-AF, P-O-P-O-K-A-F. So 1-877-POPOK-AF. Give Michael Popok a call. And I'm really proud of you, Popok. Thanks for all the hard work you're putting in.
You might have heard of the story of Savanah Hernandez. Yes, she's the alleged reporter. I don't consider her a reporter or a journalist. I think she's a right-wing idiot, and I've been very clear on that, but that's beside the case. She's at an event in Minneapolis, an anti-ICE protest, and videos are circulating all over social media alleging that she was assaulted by several different people. Now, I didn't necessarily believe the entire story at first. I did a little bit more investigating myself. And it seems as though there is another side to this story. The people who are getting threats on social media and the people who on the right are alleging that assaulted Savanah have not yet spoken publicly. And I wanted to give them the opportunity to speak out on this. So joining us right now on the show, the couple, DeYanna Ostroushko and Chris Ostroushko, and their attorney, Tricia Poland, is joining us on the program as well. First of all, I just want to thank all of you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Chris, let me start with you, if that's okay. I would imagine this has been kind of a strange couple days for you and your wife and your family. What has the last 4 or 5 days been like for you? And what would you say to the people out there, many of them which are on the right, that are claiming that you abused this woman and that you assaulted her? What would you say to those people?
I don't know if that's something that we can talk about, or do I refer to the attorney? I mean, the last 4 days have been hell, honestly. I mean, we're getting attacked from all sides, our jobs, our livelihood, my daughter's college, just every aspect of life. We're being attacked because they've doxed us online with all our information. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody, to be honest with you.
So let's just set the record straight here. Nobody's been arrested yet. Is that correct? You haven't been arrested. Your wife hasn't been charged with anything. Your daughter, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Nobody's been arrested.
Yeah, because you have people on social media that are claiming your daughter was arrested. So obviously, a lot of the people on the right are claiming that you guys made physical contact with Savanah first. You guys have sent me some snapshots, which I have posted on my social media page. Let me ask your wife this question, if that's okay. Can you speak to that? How did this all started? Can you kind of take me through it a little bit if you can? Is DeYanna there? Can you guys hear us? I cannot hear her audio. There we go. There we go. Okay,
Can
we
you
got
hear me now?
Yes, go right
sorry.
ahead.
Okay.
Go right ahead. Yep, go
We're
ahead.
trying to share headphones, so sorry
that's
about
okay.
that.
That's
Are
okay.
you
Go
talking
right ahead.
about in terms of the beginning of how everything
Yeah.
happened, or just where I got involved? and got assaulted?
Everything. This is the chance for you guys to tell your story.
Sure.
Take me through what happened and the first interaction you had with her. Just take me through it from your point of view.
Yeah, no problem. So I had I had talked to her in regards to, she was bringing up some stuff about people being raped in detention centers, and that really hit a soft spot with me, because my views on that are so different in terms of just humanity and people alone, and how wrong and unethical was that. And she was okay with that. She didn't care that people were getting raped in detention centers. And so with that, I think one thing kind of, everybody around us was kind of whistling. And then Paige had gone up and was whistling, as people have
Paige
seen
is
in
your
the
daughter.
video.
Just so everybody knows,
Yes,
Paige is your daughter. Yes, go ahead.
Yep. So Paige was up, like everybody has seen in the video, was whistling. And the whistle that she was using was a 50 decibel whistle. So nothing that could damage and hurt.
Okay.
Could damage or hurt anybody's eardrum, a really small whistle.
Yep.
So obviously with that, Savanah didn't like that. And that was when the first assault happened. She backhanded her in the face. And then Paige said, "Don't touch me."
And
Or
this
don't-
all happened. This is important because you're saying this all happened before your husband had pushed her. Is that what
Yes.
is that fair to say?
Yes. So,
okay.
So go ahead. So I'll continue. So after that happened, she started to move out of that area, and people were whistling and blowing horns and all of that. And then Paige was moving out with her, and then she had punched Paige again. So that was the second assault. And Paige had pushed her and then got back up and to defend herself. And then I yelled at Paige and I said, "Paige, get back here." And she's like, "Mom, she punched me." And that's when I said, "Don't effing touch my daughter." And then that's when she actually grabbed me by the throat. And then when Chris,
I just want to be clear. You
Sure.
sent me video and snapshots of that, so I can confirm that that did happen.
Yes. So that's when she grabbed me by the throat. And then from that forward on, as a family and my husband kind of defending and protecting his family, that's when he had pushed Savanah. And as a protection for us, he was seeing our daughter get assaulted. He saw me get assaulted. And for myself, I was just trying to defend my daughter and stop, like, "Hey, Paige, stop it. Hey, don't touch my daughter." And the next thing you know, Chris pushed Savanah. And then after he pushed her, then Savanah got up and just started swinging again. And then that's when the next moments happened where she got tackled.
My understanding is that both of you, maybe you can speak to this, have lost your jobs as well. Can you just talk to me a little bit about that and what has happened to you guys? Keep in mind, you guys have not been charged with any crimes, which I do find interesting. If people out there are saying that you guys are terrorists and you abuse women and all this other stuff, you guys have not been charged with a crime. What has happened to you guys? You guys have lost your jobs, right? Can you kind of go through with me that aspect of this?
Yeah, so the next day after everything had happened, my husband had gone to work and basically was said, you can't work here anymore. You're a woman abuser."
Wow.
And then the next thing, it was just kind of a trickle down effect. And I had actually notified my company and just gave them a heads up with what was happening, that we were being doxxed. And then shortly after, because obviously with the doxing, they were going at every angle possible to come after us. So they were like, all of these crazy pictures of us out there, right, making us look like we're crazy, and then just emailing our bosses and putting it on social media. Well, would you do this? Would you keep this person as an employee? When honestly, to tell you the truth, I wasn't violent at all. I was trying to protect my daughter, at the same time trying to de-escalate the situation. And then when I was assaulted, that's when my husband's like, that's it, that's enough. Don't F my family.
Right. I want to bring your attorney into this, and Chris, I'll get back to you if you want to give your headphones back to your husband. Trisha Poland is one of the attorneys that are representing you. Trisha, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Have you had any sort of communication with law enforcement? Do you have any idea if it's continuing to be investigated? Can you give us any updates on that aspect of this?
Yeah, I have had no contact with law enforcement. In fact, I want to point out that the only charges I've had to deal with were those brought against Lorenzo Garcia, the one, brown-skinned man that was at the celebration. And so those charges appear to not have gone anywhere, because we went to the scheduled arraignment and he wasn't on the calendar anymore. And that so far is the only charge that I have seen.
Where do you see this thing going? And I'm not an attorney. I'm not in law enforcement. Is this a case of self-defense? Give me your explanation. Obviously, anybody can clip farm this video. And when you see Chris pushing Savanah, immediately a lot of people will say, well, that's assault. So what would you say to those people? And do you feel like this is a case of self-defense?
Yeah, I would say this is a case where you can see a father becoming very upset after what has happened to both his wife and his daughter. And I want to just talk about, with laws, we always talk about intentions. Chris went to the Whipple that day with pure intentions. It was supposed to be a celebration. It was supposed to be lighthearted, and what it turned into was never what he went there for. And I want to also point out the nature of Chris. I mean, the whole reason Chris was even involved at all to begin with was because he saw what was happening to people at the Whipple, to our immigrant families, and he couldn't take it anymore. He decided to get off his couch and do something about it.
Do you think Savanah should be charged?
Well, we can see on video her instigating. We know she came to Whipple. Well, I mean, I can only speculate why she came to Whipple, but it certainly doesn't seem to be to celebrate Fuck Ice Day, if I can say that, sorry.
F-Ice, yeah.
F-Ice Day, excuse me, I'm sorry. But, I don't want to speak to any potential charges. We can certainly see, we have plenty of video. Luckily there were tons of people there recording, and we can see her hitting Paige more than one time.
So Trisha, I want to ask you about that. Is it a fair characterization then in your eyes to say that Savanah is the one that made physical contact first, or committed a crime, or touched somebody or assaulted somebody first, based on what you've seen? It is.
Based on what I've seen, she went and hit Paige in the face when Paige was blowing a whistle. And maybe someone else has a different, I wasn't there. I just saw videos posted, but that, from what I could see, Paige was blowing a whistle, which she has every right to do. And Savanah was the one that hit her.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Trisha. I'll get back to you in a moment. I want to go back to Chris, if that's okay. So Chris, there's a lot of people out there on social media. These people can be very vicious. They're calling you a woman abuser. They're calling you an assaulter, a terrorist. I want to be clear, because I asked you this question privately, and I think it's important publicly. You've never been arrested for a crime in your life. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. I've never been arrested for anything. No.
Your
I
wife.
have simple traffic violations, but that's
right.
it.
Well, I have those too. So that doesn't mean we're
Yeah.
So you and your wife and your daughter, can you say it's categorically false if anybody says that you guys are violent people?
We are absolutely not violent people. In fact, we tend to shy away from it. In fact, Jolly Ginger, who's a known protester out there, he was on the front lines with me, and he made fun of me the last time he was up here because he said, Chris, until you're up there in front yelling at the cops with the intent to possibly get arrested, you're not really a protester. So he was joking with me because he knows I'm always the guy in the back. I tend to stay away from anything. In fact, that day, you'll see, I was not even up in the front at all during this whole event. I just stayed back and kind of watched what was going on and tried to hear, which was really hard to hear stuff because of the whistles and all the noise. But that's, of
course,
I was in the back.
I want to make sure I categorize everything correctly. So based on what your attorney said, based on the videos that I've seen, you are a father who's never been arrested for a crime in his life. You guys are making the claim that Savanah made physical contact first with your daughter. That's when your wife got involved. And then there was a little bit of a, for lack of a better term, mini scuffle there. And then at that moment, when you pushed her in the back, you did that out of fear because you were protecting your family. And you are saying that your daughter and your wife were assaulted. Is that a fair characterization of your story of what took place?
I believe that's a fair characterization. I mean, you said it. I that's what I believe, and I just wanted her to leave. That's all I wanted. I just wanted her to leave so that this whole thing would stop.
What would you say to her right now? By the way, I want to say this on the record. Savanah, I have DM messages of me speaking with her. She has declined to come on this show. The only shows that she's done are a few right-wing shows. I just want to be clear. Laura Ingraham, and then she went on InfoWars, where she used to be a reporter. I make it very clear. I'm an opinionated talk show host. I think Savanah is an awful human being. That has nothing to do with you guys. I'm just saying, so if people want to call me biased, that's fine. But I'll tell you this, regardless of how I feel about somebody, I don't support any violence against anyone. It could be your family, my family, anybody. And I've made that very clear. So just because I don't like Savanah doesn't mean that I would endorse any form of violence, but I want to get your side of the story. And that's why I wanted you all on the show. What would you say to her, Chris, right now? If you were in a room with her right now, face to face, what would you say to her?
I mean, I don't condone violence either, and I don't understand why these. So I've been protesting now for a few months, trying to help get power in numbers, right? The power in numbers of people that show up to this stuff, and I don't understand why people come to agitate. They can be there. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what you're saying. In fact, I've seen the other agitators like Jake Lang and a lot of these other people at these events, and I've never even confronted them because I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what they're saying.
Right.
It's fine for them to be there. I don't care. But you draw the line when you start attacking people's families. That's where the line's drawn. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's I don't know what else I can say to her at this moment. I'm kind of tied to what I can say a little bit too.
I understand that, but I think we have a pretty good idea of your side of this story. What do you make of the fact that the next day, she claims that she has neck pain and headaches? She looked pretty fine on the Laura Ingraham show. I'm just saying, what do you make of the fact that she's claiming all these injuries when moments after you pushed her to the ground, correct me if I'm wrong, she gets right back up immediately. She starts smiling, and there's video of her checking out her hair for the camera. But yet she's claiming she was injured in some way. And some people are using the term she was beaten. What do you say to that?
Well, that's not really a beating. I mean, I guess that's a loose term if that's considered a beating. I don't know what a beating is then, I guess. I've seen beatings before and they didn't look like that. But I do know, like, after she did her hair, she started swinging at Paige again, and that's when DeYanna got involved again. So
I heard a rumor, and again, I don't know if this is true or not, that right after she left, she went straight back to her hotel. And multiple people have told me she called Elon Musk, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. Have you heard that?
That is what we've heard as well. I can't verify that because I'm not in the hotel room with her, but there was talk that she got in contact with him and a few other big influencers out there to try to start a smear campaign against us, which actually is absolutely happening at this moment.
Yep. And the last question I want to, and I appreciate.
I mean, we're getting death threats. They're threatening to rape my wife. They're threatening to rape Paige. They're threatening to come to our house and burn our house down. I mean, these people, I don't want to call people names, but I don't understand why people think because of an issue, like you could say this was bad. Some people could say this isn't bad. Either way, it doesn't give people the right to destroy people's lives. Like that's never even crossed my mind to try to destroy her life or anybody else's life that I've ever had ill contact with. And I'm not saying physical, I'm saying verbal contact or anything. Like I've never thought of just destroying their life and making them lose their jobs. And, you know, I just don't understand that part of this.
That is absolutely horrible. Whatever side of this story you're on, nobody should be endorsing and nobody should have to go through what your family is going through, whether that be death threats or people threatening to burn down your house or attacking your wife and daughter. That's absolutely horrible. And I would say that about anybody. And I'm sorry that you guys are going through that. I just think that's absolutely awful. And again, I want to point this out. To this point, no charges have been filed against any member of your family. And there are people on social media that are saying, your daughter was kicked off of the soccer team and your daughter was arrested. Can either of you respond to that?
She was not kicked off the soccer team and she has not been arrested. The stuff with the college was going on before that. And it's nothing bad at all. My daughter decided she wanted to play somewhere else. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So those are also blatant lies, obviously being put forth.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, and I will include your attorney in this as well, Tricia, is there anything else, I'll start with you, Chris, that we haven't covered today, because this is the first time you've talked publicly about this incident, that you would like to share with our listeners? Anything else that you want to say that I haven't already asked? That would be to either of you, to Chris, to Tricia, to either of you. I think you're muted, Tricia, unfortunately, for whatever reason. Why do we not have your audio?
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Go ahead, Tricia.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I would like to add that Paige was the one that ended up going to the hospital. She was the one. I mean, she had real injuries. She had bruising. She had head injury. I think what was it also, guys? A back or a neck or
her knee.
Her knee.
Neck and she has a knee injury.
Wow. So when we talk about anybody who went to the hospital for injuries, the only person that we know of that was Paige, your daughter. Is that correct? Are we muted again? Okay. I think you guys might be muted again. Chris, on your side.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yep. Is that correct? So the only person that went to the hospital was your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's really important to note. Anyway. All right. So anything else, Chris and DeYanna, that we have not covered? That anything else you'd like to share? You guys are welcome to give out your GoFundMe. You guys are welcome to do that. But is there anything else you guys want to add to this story that you think people should know?
I just we don't condone violence, and we just can't believe in terms of the situation of how some individual would want to try to just truly destroy someone's life. It's like, we are not those people. We have been out there to stand for humanity since day one in solidarity with the people. And I appreciate the people that are supporting us. I know there are a lot of people that have turned their backs on this situation, but in the end, the situation was, a family really trying to protect each other in this situation.
I understand, and I appreciate the fact that you guys are willing to come on and talk about this. And I'm sorry for what your family's going through with the death threats and all that other stuff. I think that's horrible. Is there a GoFundMe or anything like that you guys want to share with the listeners? You're welcome to do so now if you would like.
Yeah, there is. There was one set up for us. It's like Stand in Solidarity with DeYanna, Paige, DeYanna, and Chris. And I think you have a link as well too that you could potentially share with everyone. Would be great.
Yes, I have that link as well. Well, Trisha, DeYanna, and Chris, I appreciate all of you for joining us. We will see what happens in the future days, weeks, and months. But I have offered Savanah the opportunity to come on the show. She knows that I don't like her very much personally, but I would treat her with the same respect I've treated all of you and ask her very similar questions. It doesn't sound like she wants to answer those questions. That's just my personal opinion. But I wish all of you the best, and we can remain in contact. And if you have any updates, please let us know, okay?
Will do. Thank you for having us on the
All
show
right.
today. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, DeYanna. I appreciate your time. Thank you all very much. All right. Well, there you go. Listen, I've given my opinions, and I'll give them again real quickly as we bring Leonard back.
Follow Blue Eye Media exclusive insights and breaking news sources from global-friendly outlets that you won't get from the mainstream TV and radio outlets of America. Learn how to play the flute of the globe and learn the real truth.